Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome. This is your October 2020 reading. Let's jump into it. We're going to pull a card here for each of the days, and we're just going to kind of do a general overview reading. We'll try to keep it concise. We have a few long readings out there the past few days, so I don't want to like overwhelm everyone here. So let's we'll jump into it. And Sag, again, overview of October approximately. We'll do a day by day spread. We may work with two decks here, and but specifically the Wild Unknown, we'll be working with that first. So let's get into it. And right off the bat, Sagittarius, I'm feeling a really strong focus on the crown chakra. Okay, activation of the crown chakra real strongly here. For a number of you, you have a premonition or something here. It is something that you feel is kind of it's intense. I'm hearing that with the Hierophant reverse, sitting right over the Chariot upright. Actually, wow. Okay, so 1 second. 9 of Cups in reverse, splitting right there. 5 of Cups is on the left-hand side of that split deck with the Hierophant in reverse. 5 of Cups upright, Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so these are just some few little cards we're pulling and energies to get a sense for what might be sort of at play. You have the Death card upright, and then we're going to pull a card for each of the days. So now Sagittarius, I'm hearing confinement. I'm hearing that with the Chariot. Solitary confinement. I'm hearing that with the Chariot. There's something that possibly you find yourself really close to making a decision in relation to, and it asks of you where the cycle goes. I'm hearing where you're going to actually move. I'm saying like someone, they're kind of like looking at you. It's like you have to make this decision. You're like at the crossroads, and there are people like behind you in line sort of feeling, it's like, what am I going to do? I'm hearing that with a Chariot, and it is beyond the sort of theoretical stance that maybe you take in relation to this space. It's like maybe there's an ideological side to this. I'm hearing that as well, and it's like now it's a question of what do I present. And maybe for a number of you, that's something that you really find. I want to take action. I don't want to be sitting around and just kind of like thinking about what I'm getting off the ground. So yeah, for a number of you want this sort of even this tangible sort of evidence of what you're creating around this time, and it's like it doesn't make sense. I'm hearing unless I'm able to, wow. So hold on, to move into it. So yeah, something possibly was kind of overwhelming, even like stagnant, like you were spending a lot of time analyzing something. Even it's like, oh, I can't deal with that. I'm hearing this. I can't do that. Now let's pull the cards, and we'll pull a card here for each of the days. I'm hearing Scorpio right here, because right off the bat, beginning days of October, there could be a Scorpio on your mind. I'm hearing also on your side here. Take it as you will. There's something that maybe I'm hearing you're solving the equation of. Let's get into it here. 4 of Wands in reverse of the 1st of October. The 2nd is the 2 of Wands. I really wish you guys could see actually the cards and the spread and the maybe we can kind of a little more. You can see a little more here. Okay, 4 of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing someone was like closing their eyes. They're like, I really want to look. So it's like you have to keep them closed. 2 of Wands upright in the 2nd of October. I'm hearing I want to open the envelope. I'm hearing that like specifically. I don't want to just like sit here and like look at my self-talk in the mirror. I'm hearing that as well. World in reverse. Someone's getting kind of bored. I'm hearing that as well. October 3rd. Now, oh boy, Sagittarius, a bored Sagittarius. Time to board up. Okay, I can't handle that. I'm hearing that as well. Like maybe someone realizes this could be an aspect of your own being where you're like, yeah, I realize like I'm not reaching my potential here, and I'm maybe for a number of you it could be something where you realize like turning into destructive tendencies, habit patterns. You're like, yeah, I'm not stimulated, and that's not a good thing. High Priestess in reverse. The Empress in reverse. It could also be someone in the environment who's recognizing, like they're looking at you, they're like, Sagittarius, I don't think you're not really passionate about this, are you? I mean, it's like kind of obvious. Something has kind of also cleared up. Like it's kind of like not many people anymore in the room, and you're like, okay, I don't really know anymore what's going on here. I'm hearing that as well. So let's clear it in ground. Let's clear and ground. Now you have the High Priestess. You've got, and we'll take a look at the general sort of energies that we're pulling on here on the day by day. In the first week here of October, we do have 3 major arcana. I'm hearing you break into I'm hearing the 3 of Wands. Interesting. I'm hearing the 3 of Wands with the World in reverse. And you do have to focus on the number 3 with the Empress in reverse at the end of the week that leads you out. I'm hearing training. I'm training. Now there's something that feels very far off, and that is T. Is that T? Yeah. Let me get a tissue. So convenient. Okay, I think that I'll have to clean that up a little later. Somebody's like, no, I can't wait. I'm hearing that, like, they're like, I gotta go. I can't just, like, say that this is my story. I'm hearing that as well. So this could be something kind of, like, philosophical in relation to a space that maybe you're acting in, and it can be a space that you actively present in some kind of way, in some kind of shape or form. Now, for a number of you, this is with good reason, you've been awfully, awfully patient. Yeah, I'm hearing, hell no. This came through another reading. It was last night we did a reading, and came through, someone's like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm hearing that as well. It's like immediate. This is around the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, the 4th, the 5th. The 5th of October. It's a High Priest in reverse. Now, just the day before that, we have the Father of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's like, it's like this. Someone's like, hey, I have a really interesting idea for you. You're like, you're like, okay, let me see, like, what you call that. You're like curious. It's like maybe someone just kind of presents, you know, the idea to you. They don't tell you yet. It's like, hey, I want to meet with you. It's like kind of feeling such a someone coming up to you, they're like, hey, Sag, I want to, like, meet with you and, like, talk to you about this idea I have. You have no real, like, idea or real clue of what that might look like. I'm hearing, like, their ideal, but you're, like, willing to open up the discussion space around it. Now I'm hearing it's about the ideal. I'm hearing the Empress in reverse. Now I'm hearing Lala here with the High Priest in reverse. I don't know what that's only to today. Well, okay. Right there, the Fool coming through upright. It's Aquarius energy. Okay, now. Okay, so you, like, sit down with this person and they, like, tell you their idea, their plan. I'm hearing as well, and you, like, I'm hearing you roll away in your chair. I don't know what you're, like, in a rolly chair. You know those things you sit at the desk with a rolly chair. Yeah, you roll away with that idea, Sagittarius. Or, like, you maybe even, like, you plan, like, your escape plan a little early, actually, to be honest, with the Death card. Right, like, something just is, like, an absolute, like, let's clear the ground. And this is for a number of you. Even I'm here. It has to do with ice cream. I don't know what that was about. Someone's like, my ice cream is melting, I can't do this. Like, they're offering someone an ice cream cone, and it's, like, melting all over their hand. They're like, this is not gonna work for me. I can't show up, like, every day, like, also, working on something that doesn't work for me. Interesting. So someone maybe just, they make an executive decision to stop even, let's say, a cycle, and that's very challenging. I mean, this for a number of you, like, this is not easy. Person reverse. We have a lot of things that we feel we need to kind of relate as well to an audience, and it's like there's something that kind of, I don't want to say throws everything off, but there's one concept here I'm hearing as well with the High Priest in reverse and the Empress in reverse that just makes everything kind of feel like jello. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. This is also maybe a state of maturity. Someone feels that something is not quite ready yet. Like, but for a number of you, this is maybe the sensation that someone doesn't share the same kind of value here, and it's even like, you know, should I move in? Like, and then you kind of meet up with that person. It can be like a potential roommate, and they're like, for a number of you I'm hearing, they're like really rude. I don't know what that's about. Not for everyone, but it's like there's something that just like even let's say in this way they want to room with you, and they're even I'm hearing in this way like they're a recorder. They work with they record. I'm hearing television sets or newscast stations. I'm hearing that with a moon upright, and it's like they have these really odd, bizarre hours. You're like, okay, no, that's not gonna work for me. I'm hearing that. There's something about even broadcasting, like even performing. I'm hearing that about the daughter wants reverse. Now someone's like, okay, I've waited, like I'm hearing to be what feels like all my life I've been waiting for. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of shorthanding myself here. I'm hearing that as well in terms of what I said I was even looking for. So someone feels maybe like they even are like not. Somebody feels like they're not being honest with what they really need as well, and then even in that space of having sacrificed, okay? They like put on the resume, hey, I need like, let's say this amount of salary, and then they offer you like just a little bit less than that as well, and like what you really actually put on that was not really like what you really needed, and so it's like, yeah, that's not going to really work for me. I'm hearing that the wheel unfortunately leading you out upright. Now, I don't know what that might be, that could be a specific message for someone here. By the way, I'm channeling, so if you find that this is going by like really quickly and you're like, I don't know how to, so what's going on? Okay, wait, whoa, hold on, I'm still, okay, you could slow it down by clicking a little gear at the base of reading, and thank you all so much for tuning in, connecting here to you. Now let's clear it out. There's something that is actually also gaining speed and momentum really quickly. I'm hearing that with the Empress in reverse and the Death card. Let's clear it around now. One second, I want to get into the card there on the Empress in reverse. I'm hearing the letter H. I'm hearing I'm only human. I'm human. The Hierophant in reverse, word of the Empress in reverse. So something is kind of, something is presented. You have the Lovers as well. I've pulled another card here on the Death card. This is around the 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 17th is when we see the death card upright, approximately. That's an important date possibly for a number of you. Now, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. 31. 9 of Swords upright. Okay, so someone may make a decision here. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Swords upright, but then it's like you're kind of like, shoot, why did I also, I don't want to say it's like you feel like you regret it, but no regret. But there's something that you just kind of, it is a little bit like, I'm nervous. Like you just kind of bought this ticket. I'm hearing that as well, and you're like, okay, so am I really going to be doing this? Judgment in reverse. Yeah, someone like, they feel like they have one foot, I'm hearing comfrey root. They have one, that herb is known as well as a knit bone. It, I think it, is known to help sort of rebuild bone mass or something of that nature. Okay, anyways, but, okay, I'm seeing somebody running through an airport and they like suddenly like they're looking at vitamins and like supplements and they're like, oh, interesting. Okay, I'm here to each their own. Okay, now let's clear reading ground. Now for somebody even has like something they're writing down, a little post-it note. Now, Ace of Swords upright. Yeah, it's like, okay, they have one foot on the gas and they have one foot on the brake. They're like, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay? And they're going back. They're just in this like, they're in this room of the reverberation of their contemplation. Okay, like I don't know what to do. I mean that like, it's like you're even at the terminal. You're like, should I really take this flight? Sort of feeling. Judgment reverse. And so that's something like that. You have your ticket. Ace of Swords upright. You told someone it could be in the way of I told them I would be going, and it's like, oh my god, I'm hearing Bolivia, this Tower reverse. Someone's like, really, they're feeling freaked out about whatever this decision is that they've made. Let's clear it down the back of the neck on the left side. They're like, I think I should just leave at least something here. They're like, do I just leave everything? Like, should I just leave altogether? Like, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Like, they're thinking, like, also should they move out completely, or if they should, like, leave some things, you know, hanging on the doorknob. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. They're like, even if it's at least like a do not disturb sign, you know what I mean? Or maybe I just give this like sensation that I'm like gonna be back. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that was going to do. We got the Emperor upright. Now that leads you out. The Fool has his eye on the Emperor. I'm saying his eyes. So I don't know if they gives you will yet again. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. There's something kind of maybe even like, I'm hearing quickly moving back and forth. It's just like this sensation even of like competition here a little bit with a Fool looking in the future. Maybe somebody even has a vision, and it could be you, Sagittarius. You're like, okay, my future vision is competitive and getting competitive with my past and my recognition of where I've been. Interesting. So it's like there's something that you're even regenerating. I'm hearing that very strongly. And Scorpio, the Death card, does associate with that concept of regeneration, even healing. For a number of you, there's something that you also, I'm hearing you want to give it a second chance to. Now I'm seeing someone maybe even presenting to you. Let's get another card there on the Death card. Six of Swords. I'm hearing, I'm so ready for this. Devil coming through right there, mirroring the Death card. These two were dancing with one another. The Son of Cups right there as well, upright, right over the Devil. There is a big message here. I'm hearing that you will be measuring. I'm hearing, I don't know what that's about. Okay, well, I'm hearing you're like, I'm hearing with teaspoons and measuring cups, Sagittarius. What the hell does that mean? I'm a baker now. I'm a cook. I'm a chef. What do I do? Oh god, I don't know. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. What am I doing here? I'm hearing this well. Okay, so let's clear it. Something is kind of frantic here, Sag. There's something that maybe you kind of feel is also a little bittersweet. Like, you know in your heart when you feel like, I made this decision, but I don't really want to follow through with it. I don't really want to go. I don't really want to wait. I don't really want to walk there. I don't really want to, like, not walk there. It's like there's something that's kind of, you made the decision, but not having really made it. Okay, like, I don't know what that was about, but maybe somebody, it's like the feeling of someone asking you, like, what's your favorite color? You're like, I don't really have one, but then it's like you're kind of choosing a favorite color. It's like not real, though, to you. Maybe it's a way. No, that's not for everyone in a literal way, right? But the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, it's like you're even on a date and they want it. They're wow. Okay, yes. So for a number of you, this is someone from the past. You've known them for, I'm hearing 25 years. This is for a number of you. yeah, Four of Cups. Right over the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. The last connection that you had with this person was, it's in a competitive ballpark range of, you know, making everyone in the environment feel awkward. I don't know what it's like. I'm seeing something is so awkward, but then it's like it's not even just awkward. It's also, it's. I'm hearing it's not an adjective. It's a verb. It's awkwarding everyone around whatever this is. I don't know what that's about. Like someone was like, I just feel weird for everyone. I'm hearing that involve what? Okay, hold on. Get a little abstract here. I'm hearing Scorpio. Okay, so someone's like putting someone maybe even under pressure. They're like, I'm making it awkward for you. This person's looking around. They're like, I need to make a decision now in front of like all of these fans. I'm hearing of mint chip ice cream. What's going on with the ice cream thing, Sad? While I'm eating ice cream, while I'm like trying to make this decision, and you know, okay, Ten of Pentacles reverse. I empathize. I'm hearing that. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. So someone maybe is even having like a major debate. Like it is in an awkward way, though. Maybe in an awkward place at an awkward time. Hey you guys. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. The service cut there. Okay, we're back. Okay. Now, let's jump back into it. And alright, now we were saying, yeah, I know, there's somebody's like almost trying to even like get out of a conversation. I'm hearing that as well with the death card here. It's around the 17th. It's really kind of, I'm hearing it's alienating. I don't know what that's about. Someone feels like they feel cold. I'm hearing that with the death card as well. I'm hearing cold feet. They feel kind of awkward. I'm hearing they feel alienated. I'm hearing, I don't know what that's alluding to, but with the death card looking at the Fool and the Devil here sitting as well here in tandem, it's like maybe even someone's like they're on a third party date. I don't know what that's going to do. It's like 3 people on a date, and like, but it's 2 people really on the date, but then like one person maybe even like is there and is tagging along. I'm hearing hi, my name is Ray. I'm hearing that as well with the death card. So someone's like, yeah, I don't know. This is kind of awful timing. I'm hearing this. Well, like, this is just awkward. I'm hearing this for a number of you. Like, someone just, somebody is maybe even with their dog. Like, maybe someone brings their dog to a date. I'm hearing that as well. This came through in another reading. So, anyways, now with the death card, someone is actually as well at this point of as they feel like not being able to really control the situation. I'm hearing that as well. One second. They're like, wait, so where are we going? I'm hearing that as well. They feel something is kind of uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know what I'm signing up for, sort of thing. Like, you're just kind of following this like group of people down the hallway, sort of thing. It's like, I don't know where we're all going. Justice upright. Now let's clear it and ground. Somebody possibly feels like they don't want to maybe they don't want to be subject to a situation that they cannot make another decision on later down the line. I'm hearing this with the death card. For a number of you, someone is not expecting whatever this is. Maybe even somebody gets a call from like an unknown number. They're like, yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up because like no. I'm hearing that Daughter of Swords in reverse. Like, why would I put myself, why would I subject myself to something that I can't yet make sense of? Okay, so maybe someone's avoiding someone, maybe a little bit. Let's clear it and ground. It could be in a number of ways with the death card, Ace of Cups. Whoa, but it's kind of overwhelming because whatever and whoever this is, they really are wanting to encourage you to move in a certain direction, maybe with them. Like, it's the kind of thing where like your friend texts you like maybe 3 times a week. I'm hearing that as well. Like, hey, you want to go like train on this? You want to go train on this? You want to go train on this? For a number of you, this can even be a spirit guide, maybe even a vision you have, and it's like, you know, when am I going to do this? I realize that yeah, someone's hesitant. They're hesitating to even discuss something. I'm hearing that. Son of Wands, reverse, Daughter of Pentacles. Now, they could also be nervous. Let's pull another card on that. Oh, it's the Emperor. It, like, didn't let us even shuffle these cards. Okay, just the, these cards flipped over, upside down, and the Emperor sat forward here on the Son of Wands reverse. So, in between the Daughter of Pentacles reverse, something is so awkward. Look at this. Emperor upright, in between these two. It's like a principal at, like, at a high school party. I'm hearing that like they don't really also know what they're doing there. I'm hearing that. They're like, so, yeah, this is weird. We ended up on the same school bus. All right, whatever. It's like, it's like that. The teacher taking the school bus too to get to school kind of feeling. I'm hearing that. Maybe that's how someone feels. I'm hearing Ray, again, here with the Emperor and the Fool. Now, for a number of you, someone's feeling a little embarrassed. Maybe they're like, I'm hearing this for a number of you, like, they're with your parents or something. Someone is, or their pet with this Daughter of Pentacles in reverse. They're like, yeah, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know how I can sort of, work this out. I don't know. Somebody's looking at someone's dog. This person's like, yeah, he's a freelancer. I mean, that's what the Daughter of Pentacles reversed. All right. So is that your friend? Sort of. He's frying fish right now. This person's like, who is that? I'm hearing that as well. Like, wait, so we're supposed to go on the date, but then it's like this person saw someone else that they knew right before they were on the date. It's really, I don't know, kind of weird. And so now it's, not really clear what's going on. Mother of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, and so where is Rhonda again? I don't understand. So yeah, again, I'm hearing that. There's something of this like chaotic energy, possibly for a number of you, to what was making possibly sense at a certain point in time. Now we have the Father of Pentacles, I'm hearing, especially around the 4th. So there's something around the 4th that maybe has, alluded to something. I'm hearing that maybe felt promising or feels quite, I'm hearing like a conscious development where it's like, okay, we are making these movements in these sort of more obvious ways. And then it's like, come this 3rd week, I'm hearing we kind of start feeling like our feathers have all outgrown our wings. And they're like they're kind of like disappearing from our wings. We're like, okay, so they're kind of ignoring me. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, what is that about? I'm hearing ST. I'm hearing steel or aluminum. I'm hearing alloy for the caddy. I'm hearing that as well. Someone's maybe like designing a car. Father of Swords in reverse. It's the type of thing as well where maybe in the beginning, like, it was all like, hey, I can like accommodate you. We can like design the car and like we could do anything you want, anything you please, anything you wish for. And it's like, and then it's like this, you know, that feeling where the sales rep who was like kind of bending over backwards, doing backflips here to kind of make and tailor, customize the space for you, suddenly like doesn't make even a cent or dime on a transaction anymore, and is like, I don't think I'm available. I gotta go feed my children their placemats on the table tonight. So let's clear it around. It's like something has maybe shifted, okay? And we did say cold feet with the death card, but for a number of you, someone just doesn't see this coming. They might even be hosting someone, and it's like, yeah, that was like kind of a silent number 2 that just went to 0. Okay, so it's like, yeah, someone, they didn't even give him really a heads up. It was just like, hey, I'm going to go, bye. Okay, and it's like, so someone kind of feels alone. I'm hearing that ultimately at the end of the day with a death card. Now, I don't know exactly what that might be alluding to for everyone, but maybe this is the energy that, one second, someone is getting very close to presenting something. Now, for a number of you, somebody wants to present something to somebody that they know this is weird, possibly. It's like, this is awkward, and I kind of know it. Are we okay? We're not buffering, right? I think the thing is happening again where I don't see your comments updating. You guys can see me, right? You guys can see me? Can you type 414 if you can see me? I think it's recording. This happened yesterday, but it's just not showing me the comments updating. So, one second. I'm going to assume we're recording. So, yeah, it's still not updating though for me. Alright, so hopefully it'll pop up in a little bit. Now, well, you know what, let me try something here. There we are. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, so you guys can hear me all along. Now, for a number of you, there is something kind of that has been building. I'm hearing that as well with the death card. It is something that is a little bit like someone doesn't see it coming, but then it's like that feeling, I don't want to say that ominous feeling, but like that feeling where you know the time will eventually also like we're gonna have to make a decision on this one way or another with the death card, with the Fool, and so there is something kind of exciting, can we even say it, about this point of like no return where we're like, here we are, like two cowboys like out of the saloon finally, like we're ready to kind of make this all I'm hearing Cotton Eye Joe here with the death card. I don't know what that was about. I'm hearing missing tooth, missing eye. Someone's like, that's it, let's do it. Like, I'm seeing two cowboys, like, they're like, we're gonna meet outside the saloon. They like, they like pop their pistols up into the air. It's like, it can be metaphorical, hopefully, right, with the death card and the Fool. It's like, yeah, so let's make this clear, like, to one another as well. What are we doing with this? What's your plan? What's your idea? I'm hearing I'm human. I'm only human. I'm hearing that with the death card again. But we were hearing that with the Empress in reverse at the tail end of the first week. So now let's look more closely at these cards as, like, sort of thematic energies. In the second week, we then see the Hangman. One second. So somebody's like, look, okay, wait. So I'm hearing it. So there is an immediate, like, oh hell no sort of energy to the High Priest in reverse in the first week. It's like somebody's like, they hear someone wants them to also like frantically go missing suddenly and then like kind of make up for it later, and it's like, no, I can't do that. I cannot be like, you know, missing also my schoolwork for like, you know, to do yours for you, like something like that with the High Priest in reverse. It just doesn't make sense to them. It's not accommodating. Now, in the second week, it's like, okay, this person's like, okay, so yeah, their immediate reaction's like, that's definitely not going to work. I'm hearing Halloween. They're like maybe even timing something out. They're maybe even trying to like schedule something and like get it to like really make sense with their schedule, like appropriately. And then it's like, okay, they get to the point then, Sagittarius, where I'm hearing Aaron. Okay, let's clear it and ground. No, it's like, it gets to the point where this person, I'm hearing, they're like, it's even the type of thing where like you had maybe like wanted to purchase something and then for whatever reason like it seemed like you understood what went into that, maybe even financially, and then it's like a few days later like the sales rep comes back to you and is like, so we're gonna need like 84 more rupees for that. I mean, I don't know what that's like currency, India, right, or something like that, but and I don't know what that comes down to, but like for a number of you, yeah, it's not what you thought it was kind of energy. It's like, oh wow, wait. So like I'm gonna have to like, I'm hearing more. It's more than that. Oh no. I'm hearing it's like something like that. Like I can't do that. Okay. And then they're like, okay, so now what? So then what? So then they start tracing back. Maybe it was like a for sure kind of like they were not thinking that this would be, I don't want to say you got your hopes up, but like they were not thinking that this could be moving in this direction that it's moving in. You know, they had no, let's say, even conception that it could kind of reach that point with the High Priest in reverse of like blasphemy almost as well. With the High Priest, it's like, yeah, like I never thought they would charge for like something like that. I'm hearing that as well, something like that. Now you then have here at second week, it's like now they're tracing back. They're like, okay, so I definitely can't do that. So if I even want this, like, for to be able to do this at all, like what's going to be the measurement? So I'm seeing someone's like, okay, they respond to an offer maybe even or something, they're like no, and then they want to trail it down, they want to trace it down and sort of even further like kind of understand what changed even, and it can be in terms of a price. I'm hearing that with the High Priestess in reverse and the World in reverse. Yeah, so someone even like looks at something and they're like, oh, that's like not gonna work for me. I'm hearing also they have children. I don't know what that is. Even like somebody like an Uber, they want to like they're coming to pick someone up and then they see like they have like 4 chairs, four people, and like 5 pieces of luggage, and this person's just like they're like, I can't. They like don't even like kind of they like, just kind of drive off. They're like, I'm sorry, and I'm also late to like my event. So I don't know. Let's clear it around now. Something just doesn't make sense. You lead into the second week, Sagittarius, Daughter Cups. Someone like kind of maybe like they call you back. I'm hearing that they're like, hey, so wait, so let's maybe see if we can negotiate like a better deal here. Hangman in reverse. This person's like, are you gonna have me on hold music again for like 25 minutes? I can't do that. I'm 3 of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing Trickster for kids. Someone's like not taking this, maybe this company, this business, this person like seriously anymore. They're like, yeah, I don't know, like I don't think I'm gonna be able to like invest, and they're just kind of maybe even like they're just not feeling the energy anymore. Like if you know what I mean, it's like the ball kind of dropped. It was like moving quickly, and then it kind of like came to like a screeching halt with a high priestess in reverse, and but partly because it was like, oh my, so like why would you try to like also get like more rich off of like my reality TV show? Interesting. I don't know what that was going to do with the Empress reverse. Like someone felt like maybe they were kind of being taken advantage of, or they felt like, so you don't really have like my best interest in mind. Maybe for a number of you, they felt like they understood where they were both coming from in terms of striking some kind of deal. They're like, I thought that you understood that this was going to be the right type of wrong. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that was with the Empress reverse. So there's some kind of like expectation here that went a little bit haywire, a little bit, you know, I'm hearing it was hit or miss with the Empress in reverse. Maybe someone assumed that somebody understood something. Maybe they didn't include in the contract. Lo and behold, it wasn't accounted for. So the Empress is in reverse. It's like, okay, you're gonna have to pay for liability and like insurance. I'm hearing that. And maybe someone was thinking, well, that would be covered for. Now, for a number of you, it's even like a company wants to hire you. And then it's like, at the end of the day, like you have to pay for gas, you have to pay for food, and all these other things, and it adds up at the end of the day, and you're like, just like, again, like this doesn't make sense for me. Empress in reverse. Now, I'm hearing 8 pounds with the Empress in reverse. For a number of you, this is also like maybe even a position where the requirements just, they're not appropriate for you, maybe, and your lifestyle. Okay, it's like you have to even like lose weight for this gig. I don't know what, and you're just like, I can't do that. It's even like a program or a protocol or like a diet. You're just like, it's way too restrictive with the Empress in reverse. Let's clear it around now. For a number of you, somebody like calls back. They're like, wait, oh, I don't want. This person's like, well, it just seems like you know. I thought that maybe like, and I'm seeing an egg here. I thought that I'm hearing Kundalini rising again as well. I'm hearing again. So it's like, maybe this is something that, okay, someone maybe gave a chance to like, let's clear it. They were like, well, I thought that, you know, that was the page that we were on this time. And like, okay, I guess we're like still not there. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing it since not matured. And hello, Larica. Thank you for connecting and for sharing the insight here. I'm glad that it is resonating. For a number of you, it's like, yeah, it's like, that's a huge, for a number of you, turn off. Like, maybe you met up with someone and you're like, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And then it's like, they're not showing up in the way that you really expected them to. I'm hearing that as well. And that just kind of makes it clear for you altogether. You're like, okay, so that puts a different kind of vibe on the interaction altogether. Like, okay, so it comes down to interpretation with the High Priestess in reverse as well and the Empress. So it's like someone's decision makes someone feel like a certain type of way. Okay, they're like, yeah, that kind of just made me feel a certain type of way. I'm hearing that. They interpret it, they even correlated certain things, like with certain things with the High Priestess in reverse. Now, this could even be something that someone like says to someone, or it's even like a confession. It's like, hey, like, I have kids, like I never told you this, something of that nature, High Priestess in reverse, and that's like an absolute, like someone here, they're like, I can't do the starry night thing if you have like more shoulders to cry on. I'm hearing that as well. I don't know what that's alluding to. For a number of you, it might be financial. Someone's like, I can't afford that. Again, I also like, I don't know. It's not practical or feasible. Maybe they feel like they can't support someone. Okay? Now, let's clear it in ground. Yeah. Loudon. Oh my gosh. I read that as okay. So I'm saying that in relation to the High Priestess reverse. Now for a number of you, someone's like, no more candy, we don't sell candy here. I'm hearing that the High Priestess in reverse. Maybe it was even like someone's attitude like changed a little bit, like the behavior. Yeah, okay, now for a number of you, Empress in reverse, let's clear it in ground. I'm hearing ghosting. This person even disappeared and then they like came back, and it just, again, it's like, I don't know, it gave someone like this feeling. Now, for a number of you, it does come down to values as well with the Empress and expectations. I'm hearing that again with the Empress. I'm hearing Venus energy as well. So this might have to do with the management of someone's assets, and this was a big deal for someone. They're like, I was going to basically put this in your hands. Like, I was going to trust you and give you that sort of like, you know, that sense of responsibility when it comes to like how we're going to sort of address these needs. I'm hearing this with the Empress reverse, and like, now it's like we're not really taking care of things apparently. I'm hearing that with the Empress in reverse again. So maybe for a number of you, someone realizes that their needs aren't being met in a certain space, and so they're gonna have to I'm here crawl out of their shell now. Interesting. I'm seeing like a crab who's like, I can't do this thing with the shell right now. I'm hearing that as well. That's related to the archetype of Cancer. Now, okay. It can be in the way of also though, like feeling like I'm seeing someone even wearing this outfit. They're like, they're on stage doing something with this outfit on. They're like, it just doesn't work for me. It's too heavy. I can't do it. They want to just get out of this outfit with the Empress in reverse. Now, for a number of you, it is something that's also dampening their style, like their vibe. I'm hearing that like again. It's like they're looking at what they're doing, whatever. Let's say they're wearing this outfit, and they feel like, while I'm wearing this outfit, this is like basically replacing the outfit that I really actually do want to wear, and that's just not. It's not exciting for me. Let's clear the ground in the heart chakra. It's not inspiring me now. That for a number of you is actually draining, and it can be financially, it can be physically, it can be emotionally, it can be in a number of ways. Thank you, Larika, for your dear donation. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's cramping the style. Exactly, Lala. So there's something that someone feels they need to make a turnaround with, and actually also just make like really clear. And honestly, I don't really think that they're gonna have to try to do that because this is more of like a reactive, like not working for me. Okay, with a high precision reverse, it's kind of like someone, again, talking to a sales rep, sitting down. They basically said, "Yeah, we want to do this," and then they get into the numbers, and they're just like, "What? No, that's not what I was considering." I'm hearing when I was adding everything. Now we're jumping back in a week with the daughter of the bright, and there's a whole new playing field here. Maybe like now the tables will kind of shifted around. Like for example, maybe someone now sees like the other perspective. Like, okay, whoa, like maybe even I realize that okay, that really is important to you. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to like say that wasn't important. Okay, I'm hearing that as well to you with the Empress in reverse. So someone maybe they feel something is maybe a misunderstanding. Yeah, it's not really something you like understand. It's more of like a subtle like nuance, and maybe someone just it's like this. You don't want to have to tell someone to hold the door open for you. You know what I mean? Like it's like okay, the fact that like I also had to like come out and say that was important. Like yeah, I'm hearing Lego house. That reminds me of an Ed Sheeran song. Alright, anyways, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's like, maybe someone was like, well, I had maybe something else in mind. I thought that this was like a romantic thing, and now it's like, you're really into yourself. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, so there's something that just kind of like, it's like even going on like a first date with someone, and then you go on a second date, and then it's like, wow, you're totally different person today. I mean, it was like something like that, really, with the Father of Pentacles in reverse. Like, it's just not what I expected. It can be the type of thing as well where people are like talking online. They're kind of like talking in this flirty way, but like discreetly. I'm hearing that as well. And then or kind of like I'm hearing long distance at a distance, and then it's like they advance to like phone calls. So they go from like typing or texting and emails to like phone calls, and it's like, okay, whoa. For a number of this is maybe even someone who comes back around the mountain and they are really not who you thought they were. It's like something like that. Or maybe there's something that is brought forward into behavior or I'm hearing an adjective, I don't know, that just kind of, maybe it's the way they describe themselves even. It just kind of makes you feel like, okay, so that makes something really clear to me. It might even be like a diet thing. Yeah, possibly, maybe even for a number of you, like some kind of viewpoint. It can be like a vantage point, even like politically, like someone's like, I can't read that literature. I'm hearing that with the Father of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse, and maybe someone's like, it's kind of like somebody is maybe even they're very into something, and they want to, it's like, I can only date you if you like read this poetry. I'm hearing it in that way. It's like, this person's like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't, like, pretend also that I understand, like, this world, okay? I'm hearing that with the Hangman in reverse. It actually makes someone feel a little uncomfortable. It's like, why do you want me to, like, value the things you value just because you value it? Like, that's weird. Why would you tell me to do something like that, right? Even, like, for me to even tell you, like, back that that's weird, that I feel weird that you're basically telling me to also, like, kind of, translate your name, like, into into mine. Okay, like it's kind of weird. Now maybe for a number of you, someone just has this really it's an interesting viewpoint. I'm hearing that with the Father Pentacles in reverse. It is an interesting maybe idea or project. It has maybe it's a prophecy. I'm hearing that with the Father Pentacles in reverse. It's like maybe even an innovative sort of concept, but it is like kind of needing more fine tuning. I'm hearing that like the way it's presented is kind of like raw. I'm hearing that as well. And this person's like, I can't eat that like that. You got to give it to me like in a different setting. I'm hearing that as well. So maybe, well, I don't know what that's about. One second. This could be someone with themselves. Yep. This is for a number of you, no question or doubt. They feel like they are kind of not able to deliver what is expected of them in this particular scenario. So it's like an immediate setback. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't give you what you need. And I know that. And I know that you know that. And yeah, that sucks. I'm hearing that. But it is the sailors swear of also like the oath that they make. Like, interesting with the Justice card. Like, someone promised, like they don't feel comfortable also signing off on something that they cannot actually deliver on, okay? It's like that with the Justice card upright. Like, yeah, no, it's maybe even actually in the religion or in their philosophy, they've like made this promise to themselves that is somehow not okay for them. I don't know what that's about, but maybe it's even like financially. It's like I told myself that I wouldn't like go out of my budget kind of thing with the Justice card upright. Okay. I'm hearing, yeah, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to swim with other fish. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing crosshair, mohair jacket. I'm hearing that as well. Crossbone, knit bone. I'm hearing that as well. Okay. I'm hearing the attraction was just too tough. It's like a piece of meat that is like way too hard to chew down. I'm hearing that with the Justice card upright and the Ace of Wands reverse. Like even the dog is like, I don't know, it's too difficult for me. You want to give it to another bone. Interesting. So it's like someone's like, I don't want to say they want to like give something back, but it is something that is a little bit challenging with the Father of Pentacles in reverse, and it can actually be a program or a degree of some kind with the Father of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Cups. So I'm saying like this is not going to be an easy just kind of like letting it down, letting it go. It's like there will be a reaction to this. Let's say someone's like, oh, I can't do that. There's going to be this sort of like, well, we can replace that with that, and like what about this and like that, and you got 2 10s here, the Ten of Cups right over the Hangman, Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. I got 2 10s right over the Hangman, Seven of Swords in reverse. It's like, did I say something wrong? Like now they want to go back and forth kind of here, to better understand like what ripped the heart in half. I'm hearing that as well with this Three of Swords in reverse and the Father of Swords in reverse. So maybe someone doesn't really understand. They're like, what happened? Did I make grape juice out of wine? Like, did I say something wrong? Did I do something weird? I'm hearing that as well. Seven of Cups upright. Let's clear it and ground. I'm hearing rights to lead. I'm hearing rights to bear arm. Yeah, someone is like kind of, maybe it's a viewpoint. Again, I'm just really on a date with somebody, and it's just, they communicate something. This other person just was not seeing that coming. It felt kind of like a ball thrown to the forehead a little bit. and they had to like maybe take a little bit of time out and be like, okay, well, what? So wait, so like they're what's that? I'm hearing, what does that mean? I'm hearing that as well. So maybe they're trying to understand. They want to take time to kind of, even like absorb, okay, like what just happened? Like to take it in, to just kind of be able to understand maybe even like where this person is coming from. I'm hearing that as well. Okay, now, yeah, they feel awkward because it's like you're kind of like camping with them in the middle of the woods, and you're like, well, I can't exactly like just call my Uber back up, kind of feeling, or like my parents are gonna pick me up. It's like, yeah, we have to kind of like sit here all through November. I'm hearing that as well, and like try to like train the dog how to say no and yes. I'm hearing that as well. What? Interesting. So, okay, interesting. Let's clear it. I feel something is so weird and awkward. I'm hearing that the Father of Swords in reverse. I'm hearing they're famous. But they look like they're wearing the crown wrong. I mean, that's what I don't know. It's not for me to say. It's not for anyone really to say, right? But there is, there's just it's like, look, someone maybe even, yeah, they're on a date with someone. They're like, I don't want to tell them that, like, their viewpoint is wrong. I was just shocked that they believe in that. I mean, those were the Emperor, okay? Like, that makes something just clear. Okay? Maybe with the Father of Pentacles in reverse, this could be something where someone's also kind of, like, secretive, or they didn't... They dismissed a question, I'm hearing that as well, or, like, they didn't answer... I don't know, like, I'm hearing hands in the pants. Like, someone was not transparent, as someone may have felt it. Possibly. Maybe kind of, like, they didn't come out and say something... Yeah, it was like an honor code thing, maybe even. It was like, okay, they didn't have to come out and say it, but like, they kind of hit it. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, why don't you just like come out and say it? Like, the fact that you didn't tell me was even more. One second, but they don't want to have even that conversation. This person might have actually stepped away from the conversation, like, altogether. Okay? I'm hearing this person's like, are you leaving? Yeah, I gotta go. I'm leaving. My things here, though, like, they don't want to be making this person also feel bad about, like, okay, like, their product. It was, like, maybe you were, again, really very, like, much knee-deep into the contract with somebody here, and whatever it is, like, purchasing a product, and then it's, like, you don't want to just race out of the room, you know, like, with no pair of underwear even, like, in your hand. I'm hearing, let alone in your pants. I don't know what that's alluding to. But with the Father of Pentacles in reverse, it's like this, even this feeling of, yeah, you kind of have to do something in an indirect way, maybe even as you feel it. I'm hearing justice will be served, justice upright. I'm seeing someone with a gavel. They're like hitting the gavel. This person's like, I have to sit through this whole thing now. Oh my god. It's even like they walk into the wrong class, but like they can't get out. Because like, that would be super rude as well. So I have to kind of like sit through the talk as I am talking to myself about... I'm hearing Teal Swan. I don't know what that was like. Teal Swan's letter. I'm hearing to her man. What in the world? To her maiden. I'm hearing her mistress. I don't know what that was like, you guys. Let's clear it and ground. 3 of Cups upright. The Empress in reverse. And the Hierophant in reverse. Somebody is even feeling so uncomfortable in a conversation that they're not even having. It's just being in that environment. It's like they show up at some kind of even like rally. I'm hearing that's what like even maybe like some kind of event, and they're just obviously not the just in case. I'm hearing advisor. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that. Just like they have not no. They feel like they have nothing to do there. I'm hearing that as well. They're kind of bored, maybe. Again, we were talking about that earlier, but burn the Justice card now. I'm hearing June is October to these people. I don't understand. What do I do with myself here for the next 4 to 8 hours? Okay, like, maybe it's even the kind of feeling where you feel like you got on the wrong train, or you got on the wrong flight, and, like, you can't turn around, alright? It's like, maybe it's something metaphorical, where you realize, like, this is not the industry for me, but I kind of am paying for this degree. I'm hearing that as well, like, so now what do I do? I can't climb down the ladder. They're already, like, taking those rungs off. I'm hearing that. Interesting. Like, I'm seeing someone's climbing. Every rung that they just climbed upon is now kind of, like, detached. And it's like, they're closing up shop. Shit. They're already, like, they already cut the ribbon on the car. Fuck. But I can't finance that. I mean, that's like, oh, God, Sagittarius. Oh, no. Okay, Emperor Bright. Justice of Bright. But you know what I mean. You didn't sign. No. It's so weird. Hey, someone's like so nervous. They go to the bathroom. So like, what do? Do I shriek and run? Or do I just like call Shrek? My dad's dad. I'm hearing that my grandpa. I don't even talk to him. Oh god, can he help me? I don't know. So I was like, can they kind of give me like a loan? I'm hearing those 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Can you loan me a loan? I'm hearing... It's like from by way of extension by someone else. They're like, can your friend also like call up their friend for me? Son of Wands in reverse. This is so uncomfortable. Somebody feels like they're playing games with like all these different characters that they're not even... It's like they gotta call someone that they don't know, to call someone that they don't even know, to call someone that they... And then they have to like move their stuff for them through this door, through this room, down this... It's like, oh god. I feel like a hero to like no one right now. I feel like I'm just like also like making a major issue, a major mess for everyone, and like I don't know what my underwear even does for me anymore at this point. I don't know what that's alluding to. Now let's clear it in ground. Let's clear it in ground for you. Okay. Sagittarius is like, I'm about to have a breakdown in the middle of the, I'm hearing the chalet. I'm hearing I'm hearing the fire department. I'm hearing that as well. All right, for a number of you, I'm hearing in the middle of I'm hearing the Ozark Mountains. Oh my. Okay, for a number of you, I think it's an island in I'm hearing the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. This is near Portugal. Okay, but for a number of you, it's like this is someone is about to break down in the car dealership parking lot. There's not much more we can say about this. I think, I don't know, maybe the sales rep even is starting to feel kind of like, oh god, so your stuff isn't working? I'm hearing your card isn't working. It's not going through? Oh my god, what do we do? Yeah, no, it's really like, now everyone, because maybe it's even out of now the jurisdiction of the sales rep. It's like they already kind of, again, took the ribbon off. That could be a little bit of their tactic there. I don't want to, like, call anything out here, but the Emperor Bride, it's like, oh, oops. Yeah, but it's like not really my problem. They cut the ribbon off like before even like really financing. I don't know what that's going to do. It's cleared around. I'm hearing on the campground. I'm hearing tickets. I'm hearing wharf as well. I'm hearing work office ward in the ward. I'm hearing Empress here. So I was like, what do I do? They're like sitting even on this bench. They're like, the trip is too long. I can't afford the rest of it. What do I do? I'm hearing them. The Emperor upright. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. They're doing like some kind of they're doing like sign language. I don't know, that could be a specific message, but I'm here with their third eye. Like they're trying everything. They're thinking, how do I finance this? I'm hearing that as well. So maybe like you're kind of negotiating, but it's a little bit of a pickle of a situation with the Emperor. Okay, in the center of this third week. Now, for a number of you, it is kind of this thing though where you could say no, you could make it extremely awkward. For a number of you, you paid for you thought you paid for the meal. You ate the meal, your card bounced, and you're like, oh god, what do I do? It's like something maybe like that. But this is for a number of you, maybe it's even a fear that someone has. Now, with the Emperor, right, it may be the kind of thing where it's like, again, technically I can just like walk away and like say like, I'm walking away, like it's not working for me, but then, it is more of a moral thing maybe for a number of you. Like, you don't, who wants to, say, well, shit, like, I'm sorry, I made you also go through all that, like, trouble. And, we kind of had this, like, friendship going there. I'm hearing that as well for a little while with the Emperor, and, like, but now I gotta make you, like, break your gondola apart as well, and, like, break it down. Like, this person, sales rep, like, even I'm hearing they like rode this couple all the way through. Let's clear it around the back of the head. They literally like they had this couple on the gondola and they rode them all through Venice. I'm here, even Italy. It could feel like it's like a whole trip, and it's like, oh my god, like I can't pay him. Oh no, Emperor upright. Justice upright. He has a huge smile on his face. He's so excited. He's like, we went through. Okay. Now, for a number of you, I'm hearing Lily. Do you have any more pennies? I'm hearing that with the Emperor Bright. We gotta pay this guy. You know what I mean? Emperor Bright. It's also like air. They're taking into account like air conditioning. They're like, yeah, we had it on for like 5 hours. This person's like, oh my god, I didn't know that you were counting that. It's like they rented out some like venue space. Like, yeah, they count the freaking air conditioning. It's like, okay. I am like definitely not going to London next year. Okay. They start taking like money out of their life savings. Oh shit, here we go. Here goes that trip to Canada. Yeah, no, Quebec. Not happening. Okay, Ace of Wands in reverse. So something just kinda didn't know that was also required, so we're gonna have to pay for that. It could even be some kind of like heating bill. I'm here with the Justice card, but also for a number of you, this is like maybe some kind of it's even like you got a ticket for something. Like it's like you could do it in this way without being registered, but like it will be a lot more expensive. Like you want to be registered for this, like you want to do it like the kosher way, or you're gonna end up doing it, but like you could get fined. I'm hearing this with the Justice card, so let's clear it around and maybe like start to I'm hearing call back. I'm hearing all the friends that we once knew. I'm hearing that with the Discord break. I don't know. So I was like trying to find even like a penny in the audience. It's something like that. Maybe they're even like asking strangers. They're like, "Hey, Bloody Mary." I'm hearing my mate's having a Halloween party, and he can't finance the town that it's I'm hearing, "Can you just call us back?" Maybe Sagittarius, you're getting this phone call, but I am feeling to a large degree that this is Sagittarius energy. Someone's like, "Broad, is that you? Broad, hold on. Broad-shouldered Mike, is that you from college?" I'm hearing that. You're calling me like in 2008, 18. I'm here 2008. Hold on, wait. I'm so sorry. I'm on another time zone. I'm asleep right now. Oh, I'm so tired, but I'm happy. I'm happy to hear from you. What's going on, man? I'm hearing that. Another person is like, I'm in Italy right now. I'm in France for a number of you. Somebody is abroad. They're on a trip, and they're in trouble. With their card, maybe their card's not going through, something like that. Just as the ATM thing. It happens. All right. This person they need to pay for their codfish meal. Okay, now I'm hearing hello. This person's calling like even like a bank. It's like I'm hearing a French Swiss bank. I'm hearing that as well. They're like, "Hi." It's like so official. Like, yeah, okay. So what do you guys do? You guys give out loans? This bank is like, really, it's like very official. It's like we do, but we use whiteout like instead of pen. I don't know what. We don't use paper either. I'm hearing that with the Justice card. I don't know what that was going to. So it's like got real strict requirements. I'm hearing those well with the Justice card. Like we don't just also like accept anyone. It's like really it's like, frick, I'm not gonna qualify for that. Maybe for an interview or there's a conflict here. Well, there's something that they need to consider, and it's like, oh god, even just to get into the door, like I have to take out another loan. It's like something is kind of snowballing here a little bit. So to Sagittarius, I'm hearing Mardi Gras made me go broke. I'm hearing that with the Justice card. Okay, that was back in March, right? Okay. Anyways, this person's like, "What do we do, Leroy? Do we just live it up and just say like, fuck it? What do we do?" These two people, they're hanging out in even like in Cabo. They're like, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who else to call." Carissa's also like kind of not calling me back. I can't call her. She's gonna hit me with her toe. I'm hearing with her toe. I don't know. Okay. I'm hearing, yeah, I don't want to get slapped by Mary either. I can't call her about that. These like two even guy friends are sitting on like this like trash canister. I don't know what. They're sitting even like on a sidewalk. I'm hearing they got into a fender bender. Hopefully not. They're like, "Yeah, Felicia's like definitely gonna hang up on me." Like, you know, if I even like try to call her back. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing after that last date we had. I don't know what that's alluding to. Someone's like, "What do I do about this flat tire?" I'm hearing that as well. So someone's like out of money, they're out of gas, they're out of their imagination. I'm hearing their mind maybe at this point as well. They're like tired, they're a little bit lethargic, they're hungry, they're thinking, what are we gonna do? I'm hearing that about also the story. So for a number of businesses, maybe even like a business that it's like we can't go on, like we can't afford this. I'm hearing that again. It's like a company that needs to produce product, but they just don't have enough burning, enough coals churning to keep the business afloat, and that's so uncomfortable. Maybe even to like have to come out and like tell people like this is something for a number of you. It's just a blow to the ego to feel like I have to ask someone. Maybe that's what someone's telling someone. Now, there is somebody here who is a little bit more willing, I'm hearing, to chap their lips. Okay, they're like, I'm seeing someone's like, listen, okay, one person's like, I need chapstick, like, on my lips, like, at all times. Are you kidding? I can't, like, sacrifice that. Maybe this is, like, for a number of you, budgeting, okay, yeah. And then this other person's like, no, bro, I can go without, like, having, you know, like, lip gloss. I'm hearing that as well. Lipstick for, like, you know, or gauze. I'm hearing gauze. I think that's, like, for a wound. For, like, you know, 3 to 4, 8 hours. Okay, they're maybe, like, making fun of their friend a little bit. Okay, but in a cheeky way. I'm saying these are, like, two really good friends. Now, Someone is like, I'm hearing Vaseline. I'm hearing, no, I need that. They're budgeting. They're like, okay, so you need Vaseline for your lips. Okay. So they put that on the list. They're like, all right. So what if we don't have like a meal tonight? Are you gonna, what, are we gonna eat your Vaseline? Okay. Do you do that? They're like trying to understand, like, so how do you normally get by? Like you know, okay, you have all these like needs. I'm hearing that the Nine of Pentacles in reverse that I've never even like, I've never needed that. Like, I've actually never even used Vaseline. Maybe tell me more about that. Okay, like, I'm making jokes now. I'm hearing that song, Young, Dumb, and Broke, something like that. Okay, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, no judgment, but okay. So, Justice of Bright. This person's like, what if we just eat like a bunch of jalapenos? We won't be hungry. I'm hearing that as well. We'll feel satiated, you know, the heat of the fire. This is like maybe someone just, I don't know what, but they're even on a camping trip and like they didn't pack enough food. Hopefully not, but yeah, it's like a 9-day trip. They're like, oh god, I'm falling over. I'm like so hungry. What are we gonna do? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Eat the chapstick? I'm hearing that again with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So someone's like, you brought like 10 knives, two toilet paper rolls, and you brought like an 8-year-old bar of chapstick. I don't know what this was like. I take this everywhere I go. They're like, why would you put that in your backpack in place of food? Maybe it's like a weight thing, a weight requirement. Like, let's clear the ground. This is for a number of you. It's like this. You got to get on this flight, but your luggage is way too heavy. I'm hearing tally-o. They're like at the gate. They're trying to check in. They're not letting them get through. And the luggage, to get it like checked on like the way it is gonna cost like a lot of money. It's gonna be like almost like 800 pounds. I'm hearing that to get that. Pounds, like the UK dollar thing, right? The currency. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Someone's like, oh shit, I forgot to translate it in the currency of US dollars. It's way more expensive than I thought. Man, that's what the Nine of Pentacles reverse. So maybe it's like something was miscalculated, possibly. Now they're looking through their luggage. Okay, they're like, someone's going to London. I'm hearing this like specifically. They're like, all right, I'm hearing airy. Let's air it out. So one friend is like making jokes. All right, they're like kind of trying to lighten up the load. Maybe their friend's getting, they're getting held up with their luggage a little bit. They're kind of embarrassed. They're like, oh gosh, okay, I need to like resituate the stuff in my luggage. It is the kind of feeling of like your check bouncing a little bit. I'm hearing that as well. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, like your car's not going through. It's like, fuck, what do I do when we're on the date together? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. She's gonna like think I'm like a show and tell doll that doesn't show up like for anything but what you show up for. Like, or is she gonna think I want her to pay for the date? I'm hearing that as well. Now I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing Herald Square. Someone's at this really expensive restaurant in Times Square. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing the letter N. Now I'm hearing never again will I travel with one credit card on me. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Someone even like travels with like the wrong credit card. And maybe they travel with a credit card that's like not under their own name. Oh, for a number of you, this is like overdraft fee. But for another number of you, this is something where someone's grandmother gave them a card to use like abroad, but like they get charged because it's like not in that currency. It's like that type of thing. You can use that card as maybe like your American card, but let's say you're in London. It's like you can use that card, but like you're gonna end the trip looking like kind of like a gecko. I'm hearing a gecko without a collar on. I don't know what that's going to, guys. What does that resemble? Gecko? It's like a kind of like a lizard creature. Now let's backtrack again here. For a number of you, I'm seeing you're even like held up even in the airport, okay? Like you're not even yet there. Like on the way there, you're like, okay, they're like, so yeah, your luggage is overweight and it's gonna cost you I'm hearing 800 rupees. I'm hearing 888. This person's like, they think it's a joke, kind of. They're like 8, like 1-8, right? Marvin, he wants me to pay 80 euros. I'm hearing that as well. For toilet paper. Yeah, this person walks over. They're like, what? No, they're really humorous, the second person, whoever it is. They kind of are making light of it. They're like, all right, wait, so I see. Oh, my. So oh, wow. We overpacked that toilet paper. Okay. We're about to pay $80 for toilet paper. So what do we do? That's a good question. I'm hearing that. They're trying to strategize. You know when you have to like step aside, step out of line, like reorient your luggage to make it like fit the. Okay. Now, maybe you even have to pay on like a number of cards, but it's like kind of awkward because maybe there's another person there. But they're really, really good sport, okay? They're not making you feel weird about it, all right? They're making jokes. I'm hearing, yeah, we're like two frogs. We don't know what we're doing. I'm hearing that. Frogs with the 9 of Pentacles. Frogs have been coming through in so many readings now. I mean, we don't really know like where our Lego blocks go as well. Like their luggage is like is kind of a satire. I'm hearing that with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and just like it's kind of like look at these two people. Maybe even they're caught in TSA. They're like, frick. They're looking in the trunk. Oh my god, it's all a mess. They're literally probably wondering like, why do we have so much toilet paper in our backpack? Okay, so for a number of you, this is the Sag reading. Okay, and then it was a few readings back with Sag that we had that whole napkin in the backpack thing. Okay, so that I don't know, something maybe with like trying to get something to interesting. I'll have to go watch that reading again, but I'm hearing, okay, we gotta wash that. Maybe it'll turn out a little lighter. So it's like we gotta get rid of our change. They're like trying to just kind of lighten their load a little bit, taking stuff out of their pockets. They're like, all right, I have like 9 pennies here. I have like 4 quarters there. I have like four. This person like pulls something really weird out of their pocket. It's like Fruit Roll Up or something. They're like, is that like from 8 years ago? That Fruit Roll Up thing. Those, did you ever watch those, man? I don't know the type of score reverse. Like this is something really old. It's like a you know the roll of the Fruit Roll Up, the little paper thing. Yeah. So can you stop eating that as well? I'm here. We're not gonna be able to make it on this budget, man. This person's buying candy at like every stop. But they're using their joint finances. Maybe like they have a mutual budget, okay? But one person has this ravenous appetite as well for like things that I'm hearing even money can't find. I'm hearing the time to buy. Interesting. It's like they're very particular, even like luxuries. I'm hearing the devil. Like this person buys like 4 toothbrushes like every 4 days. It's like something like that. And this person's not making like, they're not like upset, not at all. They're actually really like kind of cheeky about it. But they're like, okay, actually, they're kind of an interesting character, devil. They're like, they kind of like, well, they chose to go on a trip with this person for a reason, right? Maybe they know their character. These are real good friends for whatever reason, possibly, okay? It's like, yeah, I'm not like, you know, concerned or like upset that they're not, oh shit, I think I just like literally tore my pants right there. Yeah, okay. They're like, okay, well now we gotta really start getting cheap. Sun of Cups upright, but they're literally on this flight. They like can't afford anything on the flight because they literally paid up everything for their luggage. What are you gonna do when you land? Sun of Cups upright. Okay, let's clear the ground. Maybe they're even like joking. They're talking to the other people on the flight. Oh my god, they're like kind of joking. They're taking it in the light way, in a lighthearted way. They're like, I hope my grandma answers my text at the end of. I hope she doesn't ghost me. I'm hearing that at the end of the flight. Yeah, I texted her. I hope she gets back to us. I'm hearing that us. So I'm hearing. Yeah, I hope she does. She does also send us some cookies. I'm hearing that because I am hungry. Sun of Cups. Yeah. So something is sort of weird, and you could just like be out of cash as well, like you don't have cash on you or something like that, and like they only take cash, like sort of feeling. Sun of Cups. So you're like on this flight for like 8 hours. I'm hearing 14 hours for a number of you, and you're like, I have nothing to eat. For a number of you, it's definitely happening. Okay, yeah. Now for a number of you, or you know, I get it. It's like the type of thing where you don't have the currency and da da da. All right, but the Sun of Cups upright and the Devil upright. Now, it's also the type of thing where like one friend literally has like no self-control when it like I'm seeing now they land in this like whatever the city is. They're like, I'm hearing the Empire State Building. They're buying like all the touristy stuff. I'm hearing that like specifically. Okay, like they were like, wow, look at this baseball cap. They buy it. Wow, look at this like trinket thing. Like I'm gonna buy it. Okay, they're like your tracks. You got a New York tracksuit. Holy shit. I'm hearing Mambo number 5. They go to like Little Italy. These people, I'm feeling this pressure in my ears. Like, you know, when you're on the you're like even in an elevator and it goes real high up. It's like, or even like you pay for like a helicopter ride. You're doing all this touristy stuff. You're paying, like, through the nose for this stuff. The Son of Cups upright. Devil upright. Oh my god, this person's like, never again. I'm hearing that with the Tempest card in reverse. Maybe someone even thought, like, the currency was, like, super cheap. They thought, wow. You know, it's like, okay, the conversion, like, let's say in this way, maybe $4, okay? It's $4. And then you go to, like, maybe, like, some place where it's, like, 4 rupees. Again, I'm hearing that. Let's just give an example. And then it's, like, that ends up being, like, translates to like $500, okay? But like you read it as like $4. So you're like whining and dining. You're like, damn, America's awesome. I'm hearing that as well with the Nordic Captain Reaver. I don't know. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, what? We what? I'm hearing that like with the Sonic comes up right. Like these two tourists don't know what to talk about at this point at the table. Because they realize that they also won't be able to afford their hotel that night. I'm hearing that when the Sonic comes up right. Later that night, they're gonna have to start maybe like even selling some of the touristy stuff that they bought. Like I don't know. But they even try to go back to some of these like places. Like we had to return this shit. We don't need it. What was the shop? We don't even know what the shop was. I'm out of Wi-Fi. Me too. And that shit's expensive. I'm here. The Sun comes up right. I can't afford anything. But like the ticket is like way too much. No, I'm seeing people at like a booth. But they're already in the haunted house. You can't go back. I've heard this for a number of you. Oh god, okay. I already started eating the food. Fuck. What do we do? Do we look at the waiter and then like say, love me, say that you love me, fool me, fool me. Someone orders a margarita. They're like, I'm already even drunk. I don't even know, like, if I'm doing this right. The calculations. I think we're adding it up wrong. No, let me Google it. What is this currency? No, we're going out of business. Marcus, I think you need to start. I'm hearing talking to your parents. Like, can you call them up right now? Maybe someone's parents, like, you know. Anyways, so no, I'm hearing. I gave him a hint that we're running out of money. Maybe they'll give me a call back. Maybe they're gonna. These people are like falling asleep on the sidewalk. I don't know what that's going to do. But they're like tired. They're out of London. Okay, I'm just gonna someone had to like oh no, they're like on this train. It went like now it's like it's even like outside of London. They're like, how do we get back into the center of London? But they don't have enough money on their card. But they can't even charge their card. Oh, this is so nightmarish. Yeah, okay, like, you know, it's all relative, okay, and they're grateful, but they even especially to have one another. I'm seeing that this is like, they're making light of this, right? They're together, they're having fun. This is a memory, possibly with the devil, that is being made with the Son of Cups. This person's like, so are you gonna, like, talk to your parents first? They're like making jokes, right? Well, I don't know. I talked to them last night, and I was like making fun of them for a few things, and then they said, well, don't make a phone call to us unless it's like real important, all right? Because it's like way too expensive. So someone's like, yeah, I can't do that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to call my parents. These people are camping. I'm hearing that for a number of you. They're like, but you know, like maybe if we really need more than like scissors and a backpack, like I'll call them, bro. I'm hearing that with a 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you're talking to the train conductor now. I'm hearing this from a number of you. This person's about to like stop the train service like for the night. You're like, no, we need to go back to London. Can you like please help us at least like talk to our parents? Can you like talk to them on the phone for us and like tell them that like we're really like we're not tripping, like we don't need the money for drugs. I mean, that's what the devil up, right? Like we need you to just tell our parents that we really do need also to buy a new ticket. Maybe they're even at the airport. They like somehow went to the wrong city or something, and their hotel and everything that they paid for. I'm hearing the Grand Marlow station. I don't know, Marlow Hotel. I don't know, something like that. They're like, can you just tell them, please? Can you please tell our parents that we don't know? Also, like, what you're saying, can you talk to our parents? I'm hearing that again. This person, like, hands the phone to their parents. They maybe are speaking in another language. I'm hearing German, French. They have to translate it. Okay. I'm hearing, hello, yeah, your boys are here. They're brave. They're here traveling alone without even like four breadcrumbs. What the fuck? This person like even talking. They're like, you should have told them before they came here that they needed to have a little bit more. These kids are like, I don't know what that's the look on their face. They feel like they're kind of in trouble, but like it's kind of cool. They're like, wow. The stewardess is like talking to her parents, talking to your mom right now. Wow. It's like, I don't know what that was linked to, but they're kind of like, they got this like little look on their face. Okay. Now, for a number of you, they're like, yeah, you let him go to London alone? Wow, you're brave, actually. Forget them being brave. You're brave as a parent here with the Son of Cups upright to do such a thing. Temperance in reverse. Now, yeah, so I'm hearing, did he get his wisdom teeth pulled out? I'm hearing, why is it so expensive? I'm hearing this from numbers. Like, someone's parents are pissed. They're like, well, no, why? So why is the wine $500? Wait, so hold on, they're in a chalet? Oh wait, so what is my son doing? I'm hearing this with the 9 of cups in reverse, 3 of cups upright. These kids are like, I'm hearing that they got this little look on their face. They're like kind of like looking at each other. They're kind of frozen. They're in that moment where they're like, I'm hearing the stewardess is talking to her parents. Are they gonna convince them to fund this? 3 of Cups and also find us? I mean, also like a new home to stay. It's like the hotel's too expensive, you guys. I don't know what happened here. It's a little bit of like even like a Home Alone, Home Alone feeling where the kid like books that hotel or whatever. Okay, interesting with their dad's credit card. Now, 3 of Cups upright. Yeah, whining and dining in first class. 9 of Cups in reverse. Such a great movie. Temperance in reverse, Devil upright, Son of Cups upright, looking the future. Now, I'm hearing, are these really like my kids? wait. What's the number on their register thing? It's like maybe they can see their like phone number or something. They're like, I want to just like make sure like I'm not getting scammed here and like someone's calling me like pretending like they need money wired. Like, no, okay, it really is Rupert. Oh my, can you please? You're such a lovely lady. Can you pass the phone to my son, please? Yeah, I speak English. I'm hearing that for a number. I don't know what that's going to. Simon, I'm hearing Sylvester, the second and the greatest liar of all time. You need to leave London now. I'm hearing this for a number of you. Oh my god. I'm hearing 9 of Cups in reverse, just flip right over upside down. 3 of Cups is still upright. This person's like, they're looking at their friends. They're like, my mom is really mad right now. She wants me to move out. I'm hearing that as well. She wants me to move in with my grandmother. I'm hearing that as well. She's not even welcoming back home to Temperance. Looking down at the Sun of Cups, this person might actually like kind of start crying. She's like, I don't know, like if I should even like show up at my grandma's house at this point because they're related, and if she's not mad, she will surely also be somewhat similar in tone with me. The 3 of Cups upright. So it's like someone is like they don't want to even give their name anymore. This person's like, we gotta register you to like take you to court. I'm hearing this. Well, this person's like, no. I'm hearing that. I don't want you to like do anything with. They're like, I don't want to give you my name. I'm hearing this with 3 Cups. Oh god. What in the heck? Maybe even somebody like bought some sort of car or something, or like, and they didn't register it or something, or like they didn't replace something that they should have, and they have this like huge ass honking ticket. I'm hearing that with 3 of Cups and Chariot in reverse. It's like they're gonna get their car towed, they're gonna have to like pay and even like confess something in court. They're gonna have to do some kind of like relay race thing as well, like training, like boot camp thing with the Chariot, like car rules on the road thing with the temperature looking down. It's like, you're gonna have to come back here. I'm hearing tomorrow, and we're gonna have to look at the letter together. I'm hearing live in situation. I'm hearing that 9 of Pentacles. So someone like really, they kind of like, they maybe even like, I don't want to say it, hopefully not, but maybe they like hit someone's car. I don't know, like they borrowed someone's car, they drove it around, and then it's like they got into a little bit of like breakfast club thing with a number of people. I'm hearing that. Like, I don't know what that's about. It's like, oh my god, okay, what do I do? I'm hearing they like call someone, they're like, I'm hearing LA. So who do I call for this? I'm hearing AAA, 3 of Cups. Yeah, AAA, 3 of Cups. They're like, oh god, they're like kind of nervous. They're like, well, I've never like done this. What do I do? Do I wake up from the nightmare? Is it a dream? Nine of Swords are bright. Hello? Is my phone working? Yeah, god, okay. It is working. Hi. Hey, it's me. I'm in Waco, Texas. I'm hearing that for a number of you. 6 of Cups reverse. Someone's like, come home. I'm hearing that as well. They're like, we'll welcome you at home, but like, we're gonna need to like have a tough talk about this one. I'm hearing that, a long talk. Temperance looking down. Okay, I'm hearing, so wake me up before you go. Now, maybe for a number of you, this is someone wanting to move into a certain space, maybe even take on a certain project, and like, maybe they want investment or funding, they want to take something on here, but they don't really, like, I don't know, it's like maybe even like an entrepreneur, they want angel funding, and it's like, there is maybe not enough backup, to like convince someone, maybe, I don't really say it in that way, but like, maybe that's how someone feels, they're like, okay, well, not to say that they won't do it, or that they won't be willing, maybe even to like lend them their car for this project, I'm hearing that as well, or this trip or whatever, but they feel like they need to maybe even like interview the person, like they want to take their time with that. So okay, I'm hearing ID. Now thank you guys for tuning in, Sagittarius, love and light to you. Let's clear the energy and ground. One more little note here. In the 4th week, we see that there's something that I'm hearing tip someone off a little bit. Maybe for a number of you, there's something where someone realized that I need to ask a few more questions about this. Chariot in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse. Maybe for a number of you, someone's like, well, I don't even know if this is a good idea. It sounds like something is a little too good to be true, or the terms are not really appropriate for at least for our financial situation. I'm hearing that for a number of you, like someone maybe even rented a car and then it added up in such a way that was just like, oh no, like I can't, I'm hearing again, like that's not gonna work for me. But then yeah, so I'm hearing, can you tell Tana for me, like they don't want to be the ones to tell someone also that like they can't pay the tip. I'm hearing that as well, the 9 of Swords and 3 of Cups. So like, can you tell them for me that like I'm gonna be with Geraldo tonight, and then I'm gonna leave Monday in the morning, and then like we'll make our dues on the next past due date. I don't know what that's only to. So someone maybe wants to even. Oh gosh, it's like even like this from the other vantage point, like the other lens. Maybe like a sales rep, like kind of assumed that they were gonna make the sale, and so they kind of counted something in, they logged something in a certain way, and then like the sale doesn't happen, and then they kind of have to somehow make up for that, and maybe it kind of like needs to come out of their pocket or something like that. I don't know what that's like. Then they started maybe even using funds. I'm hearing that, even rainy day funds. I'm hearing that with the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know, it can be metaphorical, like some kind of I'm hearing usage. The bill has gone up with the 10 of Pentacles. This is for energy. It could be on an environmental level as well. But anyways, now, yeah, 7 of Pentacles. So for a number of you, I'm hearing really, okay, let's look at the fine print. So a number of people maybe are looking even, they feel like they need to look more closely at something here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Enjoy this period of shares. One more little note here. The Fool is well leading out in the 4th week. Someone's like, okay, so how do we do this? Maybe you can fly back and then you can fly there. They're like thinking, what's the cheapest way to do this? This is almost even reminding me a little bit, even earlier, reminding me of, I'm hearing Jeep here with the 7 of Pentacles. It's reminding me a little bit of, you know, these like flights that are super cheap, like Ryanair. It's like in Europe, in Italy specifically, they've got this like really, it's usually relatively affordable. It's like, wow, like why is that so cheap? Cheap kind of flight. And there is like kind of usually a catch, right? So that like if it is so freaking cheap, like they may make up for it in terms of being really, really strict with like things that are kind of ridiculous. Like, okay, I'll never forget this. Like I was on a flight in Italy and it was like a really cheap flight, like Ryanair or whatever. It was like 17 euros or something. You can go from like one city to the next. But like to get on the flight, like if you have like a too puffy jacket, they'll make you check it in. It's like something like that, and it's gonna be expensive. So at the end of the day, you end up kind of like, so maybe it's something like that. Someone's like, well, at this point, I might as well just like fly over there and then fly over there and then kind of like hit London on the way back. I'm hearing that with the Fool upright. So someone's like, yeah, how am I gonna be able to like complete the trip without Also running like me and my parents dry. Damn. So this is like something like on another level and scale. Maybe you can like talk to a manager about this. Maybe Sagittarius, because like this is like something. It's at another degree, right? As I'm seeing it, it may not be like, oh, I was just hitting the like for fun, more fun button, like just for fun. No, this was like maybe you thought that you weren't getting charged for that. You thought something was even like unlimited. So it's not. I'm hearing that. Maybe the manager's like, they're talking to your parents even. They're like, yeah, so first of all, we don't have kids in the casino. I'm hearing that as well. Oh, God. Oh, Charity Bright. Okay. So, and then they're like, and second of all, they are 10 times over the threshold. So, 2 Pentacles. These two kids are like, I think she's looking at me. I think, like, you know when you're looking at someone else talk on the phone and you don't hear what they're saying, but you're, like, kind of trying to understand what they're talking about. Judge, like, the vibe of the conversation. You're like, okay, she looks like she's talking about me right now. Yeah, so I'm going to have to fill out this form, and then they have to, like, redo the whole thing, kind of. Redo the whole... I'm hearing, this is for you, and this is for you. They print out these forms. I'm hearing, this is for your reputation. Someone maybe even, like, legally, they're like, I don't want this to be on my record. So they have to, like, fill out some form or something. They're like, this is for your reputation. Here you go, that's that form. And then this is your form over here for your, it's like 2 people. I'm hearing, so where do I send this? They're like, you have to forward that to, I'm hearing Montgomery. So now, for a number of you, I'm here Alabama here with the Chariot upright and the Fool. Someone has to, like, drive their car, or, like, drive to, like, it's like their car got towed or something. But, like, in another country, and, like, they have to drive so far to go get it. They may even consider just letting the car go and just kind of, they might actually, at the end of the day, be cheaper. I don't know what that's about with the Chariot. Let's clear it around with the Fool. They're like, my sunglasses were in there, and my helmet. In Hubert's wish list. Someone here, they're the chapstick type. No judgment. All right, I got 2 pieces of chapstick in my I'm here in my luggage. This person has like a huge ass luggage for like trinkets, like little tiny like they eat like something kind of was like, they're just a little late for that. It's like last minute. This person's like, it'll be fine. It'll make it. They put like they put 2 chapstick sticks in a huge luggage. They're like, so yeah, this is going to France. The friend is like, the person checking on is like, I'm hearing no problem. They're like, Nepal. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing Netherlands. I'm hearing Netherlands. With the Fool and the Chariot. They're like, okay, so this has no name on it. Maybe you want to put your name on that. This is like kids who are traveling. They're like, They're like, so this is my froggy backpack. That as well. Maybe it's like, I don't know, it's kind of cute. They're like, they want to check in their water bottle. I mean, it's like something like that, even. They're like, no water on the flight. Oh no. So what do I do? They're like, okay, maybe I can like put it in my bag the one that goes to London. This is a freaking mess. I don't know what, but it's I don't know. You got like different things going to different places. Maybe even you had one piece of luggage going to like one city for whatever reason. I'm hearing, yeah, my hat and all my stuff is like in that bag. I need that over here. So, but they can't travel all the way back to London to like go get it. Maybe they put the wrong address on the tag, you know, the tag that you write on the luggage thing. Okay, anyways, so like instead of going to their destination location, it ends up going to like another location. I'm hearing Lansing, Michigan, Armstrong Valley. I'm hearing that like specifically. I'm hearing, no, that's where I was vacationing. Frick. My lost luggage got demoted. I'm hearing to Furby toys. Okay, somebody had like, okay, I don't know, let's clear the ground. Somebody had like some kind of backpack. It looked like a kid's backpack or like a toy or something. For whatever reason, it got left behind, maybe even in the turnstile thing. I'm hearing that. And they left it like maybe somewhere at the airport or something. Now they gotta go and get it. This is like a Merc retrograde type of thing. This series of events that seem to be taking place here, this is the like. There could only be like one answer to this, and it's not. Blame it on the alcohol. That's like maybe after the fact when they realize how expensive this is going to be to get everything from Germany back over to France. I'm hearing that as well. For a number of you, I'm hearing to Lake Michigan. I'm hearing MacArthur. Okay, anyways. It's even like someone's like all this like equipment. They're like, how am I going to hold all this stuff like in the hotel like that? Like this hotel is going to start reporting the fact that they're getting stuff shipped to the hotel. Like, let's clear it. I'm hearing amps. I'm hearing Newgen. I don't know what that is. They're like, oh my god, all my stuff is going. Even my bike is getting like shipped over to I'm hearing Grand Valley. I'm hearing Grand Viejo. Oh god. Oh god, we might as well take another vacation over there because that's gonna be a whole trip. Like, how am I gonna get my stuff back from there? I'm hearing that with the Three Swords. These people are going back and forth. I'm hearing in the airport, I'm hearing mannerisms. I'm hearing where are your mannerisms. These people are getting frustrated. They're like, I'm getting like really irritated. I can't believe I lost all of my stuff. I'm hearing that as well with the chair and the fool. This person is really. They're not okay. They're really not alright with the Fool upright and the chair upright and Three Swords reversed, Nine Swords upright. They're like, all of my stuff is gone. I'm hearing that as well. My name was on it. They're like, was your name on it? Yeah. It had no name on it. It was a no tag. No tag on the luggage with a Fool and chariot. They're like, what did it look like? I'm hearing Chani. It had like money signs on it. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing Louis Vuitton for an overview. No question. Someone friggin', oh god. Don't be taking these expensive, don't check into your expensive luggage. I'm hearing this like, during Mercury retrograde, if you're going on a trip and you got like something that looks kind of like expensive, like so if someone looks at it and they can kind of think like, wow, that looks kind of expensive, don't do that. Like, don't check that in. I'm hearing that again. I'm hearing it had like literally like someone's luggage was really expensive. I'm hearing that with a Fool. I'm here. It even had a diamond in it. I don't know what for a number of you. It was something sentimental, like jewelry. You're like, oh fuck no, that was like everything. No, don't do that. Don't pack like those important little things in that luggage. Now I can't say that for everyone, right? You got to do whatever, and it's always the right reason for everything. But for a number of you, it's like if you're traveling, just know like take what's important. Really. Imagine if this got lost. What would I be pissed if this got lost? And like, if so, like, what's in it is like, is that like, could I put that in my backpack? Like, definitely take watches, jewelry, rings. I'm hearing that with the chariot and the Fool, Two of Pentacles. Like, even your belt that's like really special to you or whatever. Okay. At least take the buckle off of it. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Like, whatever it holds meaning and value for you, if you're traveling around this time, Mercury retrograde, like, try to just, like, not check it in. I'm hearing that with the Chariot and the Fool and the Two of Pentacles. So we're going to be heading into Mercury retrograde this month. We are already in pre-shadow. And so I'm hearing tag luggage. They're like, it's going round and round. For a number of you, they call the airport, like, at the last location that they were in. And this is a far stop away. This is like, again, like London to like the US, like on the West Coast side. Not the closer side of like, New York, but the side of like more like Oregon. I'm hearing that. Like, it is the type of thing possibly for a number of you where, again, like you can call it airport and they're like, yeah, your luggage is spinning on the conveyor belt here. It's like, fuck, no, Three of Swords, why? Chariot! Okay, that's it. This person's about to, like, lose it. This other person's trying to calm down. They're like, listen, take a chair. Take a seat. I mean, take it. Don't take the chair with you. It's gonna cost us. Okay, Nine of Swords. They're like, okay, we gotta leave this behind. Maybe even they're trying to get there, but their luggage is too dang heavy. So it's gonna cost them like too much to get it, okay, to the next leg of the journey. So they have to like offload stuff. They're throwing away all the tourist stuff they bought with the chariot. Aww. Three Swords in reverse. They're like, but that was for like Austin. He would have loved that. I know, but you're cherry picking right now, and those are not necessities. Nine Swords upright. Three Swords in reverse. Like, alright, you need more. Gotta offload some more stuff. Anything else? I'm here. This was the Helio thing, the balloon thing we're gonna blow up for him. Someone wanted to bring a raft. They were packing a raft into their luggage. That thing is heavy. They're like, it's just not gonna work out. So they have to like, they gotta trash it at the airport. Let's clear it and ground. They're like, frick. Okay. Now, Leo, I'm hearing that as well. There's somebody maybe even in the airport who kind of was like overlooking all of this. They're like, yeah, they're trying to help him out. They're like, maybe you could put that in that luggage and that in that luggage. Maybe you can like leave this behind. Is that important to you? Like, what's this wine bottle doing? Like, you know, that might even like explode. They're giving like good tips, all right? So they're kind of like, you know, well, maybe you want to throw that away instead of that, or like maybe, you know, don't feel like too bad about throwing that away, you know, something like that. So thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to enjoy this period, you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.